Yo, what is up guys, I'm back, gonna review for this time we have this Harry Kewell hero. Now on stats sense, so he's 5'11", got medium movement rates, he's left footed with the 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot. He can play the left mid, left wing and the cam position. I decided to go with a finisher just to boost that shooting and also that dribbling attributes. As you can see on stats sense, we're at 90 pace, 85 shooting, 88 passing, 88 dribbling and 69 physical. So on paper it looks like a very well rounded card. I decided to play him striker in 4-4-2 because this one I was using the 4-4-2 instead of the 5-1-2-2. As you see by his traits, he's got the outside the foot shot trait, which doesn't really matter too much this year, and he's also got the injury prone trait. As you see by the price I bought him for, I bought him both before the Hero Chaos thing started. We won't go into that, but if you weren't filled in, they released the Hero Pack in store, which crashed the market heroes. So this is why probably a lot of people will have him rather than not. But if you do enjoy the clips or want to see more, please do subscribe, and I'll see you after the positives and negatives. Peace.
Just from beneath the sand, please don't take me, girl, seem so far away. Across the universe, she lives another day. I know the reason she's hate. I know the reason she's so far away. I know the reason she's hate. I know the reason she's so far away. Go home, could we run from everything we have done? It only takes us one more step to fall. We go home.
So, on to my overall thoughts about the card then. Now, before I even bought this card, a few of my mates were telling me that a few of the reviews and people that have used this card were telling me he's not that good. So I thought I'd try him for myself. I thought, you know, I don't really trust people this year, so I'm going to try him. And actually, I really enjoy this card, to be fair. It's one of my favourite cards I've used so far this year. So we'll start then. So the 4-star skills, really nice on this card. Just allows you to twist and turn quite nicely. Obviously the 5-star skills would be desirable, but it'd probably be double the price if you had it. The 3-star weak foot, generally speaking, it was hit and miss. It was very good at times. It was also like a little bit lackluster at times, but obviously that is what 3-star weak foot is. It's very inconsistent. The pace me electrically fast. Fair, one of the fastest cards I've used so far this year. And I know obviously you could be like, well, it's got 90 pace, obviously, but like it generally feels nearly as fast as that Usman Dembele and stuff like that. It was so fast in game. It was a really good stat to have. The shooting for me, generally really deadly. The finishing was one of the better attributes of it. Maybe the composure helped that. The shot power was also very good. The long shots I didn't really get to try out too much, but generally speaking, I'd imagine they'd be quite good with the outside the foot shot trait. The attack positioning, generally speaking, not bad. Especially with the +8, it didn't really feel bad at all. He was always in the right position to go through and goal. The passing for me, this is why I feel like you can play this card anywhere you want. Wide, cam, striker. Obviously the stamina's a little bit low for cam, but you still can play him there for the start of the year. The passing is amazing overall. The vision's really good. The short pass, long passes are amazing. The curve's even really good. He doesn't have the finesse shot trait to go with it, but it's all amazing stats. Even the crossing's really good. So that's just an amazing all-round attributes. The dribbling, now this is what I surprised me the most. 86 or 85, I can't see what it is. But that with the +8 of the finisher, I highly recommend the finisher on him, by the way. He's so agile and so nimble on the ball. I did not expect it whatsoever. He turned and twisted so nicely. Genuinely, a little bit worse than Messi. I know that's a strong comment to say, but genuinely a little bit worse. I was amazed how good this card was. Maybe because the actual dribbling stat is 91 base. But overall, it was just so good to twist and turn with him. He was a very annoying card to get off the ball, should we say. The balance as well, not bad for this card. Not smaller at good, but still decent. The reactions of ball control, didn't have any issues with. The composure, on the strong foot or the left foot, decent to be fair. On the weak foot, maybe a little bit inconsistent, but mainly you're going to hit it on his left foot. Now the defending, weirdly enough, he can actually defend from the front line if you need him to. This is what I find quite good about some cards, like Nkunku and him. They have quite good defensive stats. So if you need him to, 54 stand tackle can actually tackle the ball and get you front goal on his own, which is really nice. If they're messing around with it in defence. Now the head and axe jumping, very lackluster. Don't really try and head the ball with him. Don't try and use him as like a crossing meta kind of guy unless you're going to be doing the crosses with him. No, just talking about the stamina, it's a little bit low. I'd only recommend you playing him striker really if you're going to get later on in the year, purely because of that stamina. But other than that, it's perfectly good enough for this stage of the year. And even if you need to bring him off, you got 5 substitutions anyway. The strength for me was quite lackluster, to be honest, along with the aggression. But generally, you're not really going to be using him for that strength and aggression. You're going to be using him more to twist and turn and get it on that strong left peg of his. But some of my overall thoughts. Now let's get to overall scores. So on to my overall scores then. Now this card's insane in game. I genuinely have loved using him. He's so good, and he's going to get high scores on pretty much everything for me. So first for me is the pace. Now overall pace, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Genuinely really good in game. Like it's so fast. He feels just electric for some reason. Just like bursts through and goal past everyone. Very surprising to be fair. Now the shooting for me, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 as well. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. The 3-star weak foot is a little bit inconsistent at times, but the rest of the attributes just make it a 9 out of 10. He's so good. The passing for me, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. It's not like Kevin De Bruyne level good, but it is still really good for a striker. If you can play him cam, yeah, he's still probably an 8 out of 10. He's still very solid passing attributes overall, especially for the start of the game. Now the dribbling attributes for me, I'm again going to give it. I'm going to give it 8.5 out of 10 because he is very good, and I do genuinely think he's probably one of the closest cards to Messi you're going to get this year without actually being Messi. Like he's so good in his close control. Maybe he can have a bit more reactions and a bit more composure to make him an all-round better finisher. But the agility just doesn't feel that bad at all. It's amazing. Now the physical attributes, generally speaking, you've only really got the stamina that's not even that bad, but even then, it's still a little bit lackluster if you want to play cam. So overall physicals, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 personally. It's just a little bit hit and miss overall. But overall score then, so far this year, I think the highest I gave is a Messi with a 9.5, and I think this is the second best card I've used so far this year, so I'm going to give him a 9.2 out of 10 for the time of year it is, which is obviously the first month in FIFA. 9.2 out of 10 is a very insane card. I think for 250k as well, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 for value for coins. He's so good. He's expensive, don't get me wrong, but if you've got the coins, I highly recommend him. He is so good in game, and I feel like with the finisher chem style, he just can't be stopped, to be honest. But that's all for my review. As always, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe. It does help the channel out a lot. But I've got nothing more to say, so I'll see you in the next one, and peace out, guys.